Who's coughing over there?
Yeah, it's heartening to see it because, rock and roll can, should, and does look like the culture it impacts. And to see the amount of thought and intention put into that I'm seeing today is really exciting to me. It's exciting to me as an LGBTQIA artist, and it's exciting to me as a queer singer. And I'm loving seeing this. This is a special, special night to be a part of.
Well, rock and roll used to be mostly white guys, and rhythm and blues was also part of it. In fact, rhythm and blues was foundational to what the white guys were doing. But then, there were the girl groups, and, the Shirelles, for example, there were the black girl groups. And so it started to get more diverse. But the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I think, has made its way down a path, or I should say up a path, or along. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has made its way along a path toward realizing that rock and roll as a phrase is embracing everything. Charlie Pride, country music, it's popular music, it's rhythm and blues, it's hip hop and rap, it's all that. And it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And like when I was a kid, we'd say, rock and roll will never die, rock and roll is here to stay. Well, guess what? It didn't die, but we brought along with it rhythm and blues, and country was kind of over here, and we brought rock and roll and country and rhythm and blues, and it all came together and then gave birth to new forms like rap and hip hop. And I know I'm leaving so many forms out, but music has always been music, and all the different genres inform each other. And I love the new music. I think it's wonderful. I don't live there because I came from another generation, but I don't know. I love music.
I think the diversity of this class is wonderful, and as it should be. I mean, everybody has their opinion about what rock and roll is. I know a lot of people think that it's a white guy with a guitar, I think it's so much broader than that, and I think it should want to be looked at much broader than that, because to me it should be not only about the music but also about the attitude of the people that make the music, the groundbreaking, the breaking of barriers, which includes women, which includes hip-hop, which includes all of those genres of music to me. So I think that's the important thing, and I see some of that tonight because hip-hop is represented. Carole King I met her tonight for the first time, and I told her how much Ben DeCanan changed my life as a songwriter. But the fact that, the Jay-Z's going in, it's to me, it's really showing the diversity which really should be embraced by rock and roll, because it falls under the umbrella to me. Chuck Berry was very important in my evolution because those are the records that I heard growing up in my house that my mom played all the time. I got my musical talent from my dad, but I got my musical appreciation from my mom and the records she'd play on the jukebox. And it was Chuck Berry, it was Little Richard, it was really the pioneers, if you will. And going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the first time, it was the first time I've actually been in the building. There's a great part of the museum that talks about all of those influences from back in the day that have led to kind of what you think of as rock and roll music. But I love the fact that they recognize that and that that's so apparent in their exhibits.